All right, hey guys, OFD checking in here, and it's getting close to Christmas, guys, and I'm not sure if there's going to be another video before Christmas, but here's one I wanted to show you. This watch came into the channel, and you guys know I've been really kind of keeping up with Timex lately, and I'm sure you guys watch Timex a lot too, because they've been doing so many neat watches these days, and so many original watches going back to their older designs from the 60s and the 70s and even the 80s, really buffing those up, bringing those watches back, and we've been having a lot of fun with them. Another great one is this newest Expedition Solar that I just recently had on the channel. This is a great watch, a very original watch. They've upped it with a solar movement, 100 meters of water resistance, sapphire crystal. Now I do have this on a what I believe is a gadget wrap strap that I got years ago, silicone strap, but the colors seem to work really good and the strap is super comfortable. Now, like I said, very original design, I think, at least from Timex. We've known the Expedition series for so many years, and it's just a really good field watch, and especially in this newest model, which is going to cost you quite a bit more, but it's a really nice watch for the money, and full stainless steel case on this. So this one might be a little different for some people. Now, like I said, Timex has been doing a whole lot of original stuff, but I don't know if you could really call this an original watch, and I do think that Timex is kind of jumping on the boat for some certain things that are happening out there in the world right now. We're seeing prices go kind of crazy on certain watches out there, like this, the Rolex 124-300, the green dial. They're going, they're getting pricey now. The Tiffany blue one is just outrageous. They're going between $20,000 and $30,000 on the internet right now, which I know you guys can comment below. I think it's crazy, but demand drives price, and if people want something and they're willing to pay for it and they have the money, that's the way it works. This is what I think Timex is jumping on the boat with. Now let's go ahead and pull this one out here and take a look at this. Now, you guys can see here a lot of similarity in the watch on my wrist. Now, we do have the fluted bezel. We do have a day-date functionality here. But as far as the color of the watch goes, the indices, the handset, and everything like that, I mean, it's hard not to say there's, a little bit of a resemblance going on here. Now, what's really funny is that Timex is actually offering these watches in pretty much the same colorways as the 124-300 line from Rolex. So you do have this one. I think they have a coral red or a red dial, and they have a blue one. I'm not going to say the T blue because that's their brand, but what's so funny about it is the blue dial is already sold out. It's gone. They say, go ahead and leave us a note if you want to be notified when it comes back, but they don't have that one available. So I'm going to go ahead and pull there's plastic all over the strap on this. We'll get the watch running. We'll yank the hang tag off. We'll take some measurements on this one and talk a little bit more about it. And I'd really like to hear from you guys, how you feel about what Timex is doing here. I mean, obviously they're really pulling some homage. This is kind of a combination between the new 41 OP and a Oyster, day date. Just looking at this with this fluted bezel, Jubilee style bracelet. Let's get the plastic off, take some measurements, and get into some specs on this one though. All right, so here it is with the plastic off, and hopefully in the light you guys can get a idea of that green on that dial. So nice looking watch here, definitely a good looking watch, definitely what I would consider a amalgamation homage watch from a Rolex, basically. But let's talk size on this watch. Case from side to side is 41 millimeters. That includes the bezel on the watch. 48.5 is what I measure lug tip to lug tip. Comes out at a nice low 10.7 from the case back to the top of what I do believe is a mineral crystal on this thing. I don't believe these are sapphire crystals on here. And you have 20 millimeter lug opening. So a very nice size on the watch. Fluted bezel on this watch, as you guys can see. I'm thinking you want to call that a fluted bezel, not a machine turn bezel, but this is a fluted bezel, all polished up and really has some nice look to it. You can see the chamfer to that crystal on the watch. The hands are simple baton hands, very much reminiscent in the style of your Rolex 124-300 or your day dates out there, but just quite a bit of similarity to this. If you took this fluted bezel off of here, it'd be a dead ringer, besides the fact that you don't have the double indices and the day and the date on the watch. The bracelet's pretty nice, Jubilee style bracelet. You do have hollow end links on this, of course, at the price point, and it's 20 millimeters here, and I do believe it tapers down to about 16 at the clasp again, which is very similar to the Rolex, which is 21 tapering down to 16 here. Press clasp assemblies, as you'd expect at this $150 price point on this watch. Double push button clasp latch here. Timex is engraved on there, and I do have a little bit of plastic on there. Timex engraved on there, but nice looking little timepiece. You got the movement in here is a quartz movement, of course, and from what I understand, like many of these, and we'll show it here on the box, the watch is Philippines, movement is Philippines, band China, bracelet China, and assembled in the Philippines. So a little bit of China and a little bit of the Philippines on these. These quartzes from the Philippines always run great. They're great watches. You can see the indice on this one is just a little bit off. Probably like most, it's going to be dead on for half the dial and off for the rest of them. Check out the case back on the watch. And they are saying, as you can see at the bottom, this is from the Waterbury series or Waterbury lineup. Now trying to get a little bit of that case back there without a little tough there. But this is watchmakers established in I do believe it's 1854 for Timex stainless steel. So this is going to be a stainless steel watch again. From the Waterbury collection, 50 meters of water resistance on this one. So splashing, swimming, that type of thing, you're going to be able to wear it for certain little water things, not for diving or anything like that, but probably just surface swimming and that type of stuff, bathing, washing, and anything like that should be just fine. So go ahead and pause it for a second. Let's get this watch on my 7-inch wrist. I'm going to check it for lume before, so we don't do a fake lume shot on this one. And if we do have lume on this one, we'll stick around for that lume shot. All right, so here's the watch on my 7-inch wrist, guys. Fits good. Now, I haven't adjusted it to my wrist, but this gives you a good idea with the thickness and the lug to lug on the watch, the 41mm case from side to side, how it's going to fit on my wrist. Do stick around. There is a little bit of lume on this watch. I just think it's so interesting how similar these two watches look. Yeah, I think that, they both end in EX, right? Rolex, Timex. But I do think that, Timex has taken a little bit of advantage of the huge boom these watches have had in the colorways and definitely taken advantage of that. And they've kind of run with it and made a little homage. And like I said, the Tiffany blue colored Timex that they have like this is already sold out at the website. But let's go ahead and dim the lights and check out the lume. All right, so we got the lights down in here. I don't go full dark because my camera goes a little bit wacky when I go full dark here, but you guys will get the general idea of this. No, no electroluminescence on the back dial of this watch, like a lot of Timexes do, but it does have nice little indices with lume out here on the end, and the hands seem to be lumed pretty heavily. They glow quite brightly. So, and this is basically the same as my Rolex is lumed. It's got lume on the hands and lume outside the indices here. So very cool watch, guys. If you're interested in this, I'll leave links down below in the bottom. I'll also leave some links to some special Timexes that I really love that are on Amazon, so you guys can check those out. I am an Amazon affiliate, so if you buy something from Amazon on one of those links, I get a little kickback from it. But cool watch, guys. Very nice. You like the video, give me a thumbs up down there at the bottom. And from the OFD channel, wishing you and yours the best in these holiday season to come. So, all right, guys, thanks for joining. Bye.